We're back with the tower. We're back with the tournaments. Now, I'll be completely honest. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because my phone is completely fucked. I have to use the pen. The pen still work, but it's a work in progress. It's not ideal to say the very least. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. But we'll try. We're still in the tournament. That's what's important. Try to fix it. I tried to find a solution on the internet. Didn't come up with nothing, right? So now it's a bit later than usual. It is 10:20. We have 40 minutes for the tournament. We have the platinum for sword. We have the gold for shield. We have the platinum for sorry. We have platinum for sword. We have gold for shield. And I'm just gonna check out. I have 585. That's nice. 585, which is the number of gigs we have. So we free up a bunch of space. And the best news is we uploaded every single video of the gaming channel. Not the gaming channel, sorry, the sword, tower sword. So yeah, so the good news is right now what we're gonna do is determined. The good news is I can still play. The good news is I'm here right here right now. The bad news is I don't know how I'm gonna do it because it's very hard. Right? I don't want to complain, but still, right? I'm not above complaining. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty happy about. Uh, I'm pretty happy about a lot of things. Oh fuck. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not pissed off, but I'm not pissed off. But I'm disappointed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Is the right word. So what happened was my father today called me and said, "Hey, Ink, let's get some Jeep Rock." I was like, "Sure, Dad. No problem, Dad, because he's my father and I love him, right? I love my father. He's a great man. I'll be honest. My father's a great man. Um, but he's getting older, and the Jeep Rock was too heavy, right? And then he fell, and by falling, he pushed me, and I fell on my side, and my phone was on my side, so." There's a large chunk of the phone that's black. However, with the tower, we can be playing with the we could be playing and there's no problem at all. Plus, when it's gonna be recording, there'll be no problem at all. So it's not a big deal. It's just the technicality. I can't text. I can't text. So before we even start, we have the tower talk to have, right? The tower talk, which is super important. So the tower talk is very easy, right? We're gonna start with shield because last time we start with sword. I might not start with crown ever because crown is honestly super cool but a bit boring. So yeah, so crown. What I'm trying to do right now, which is kind of fantastic, is no sorry shield. What I'm trying to do right now, which is kind of fantastic, is we're still doing the orb speed and the coin kill bonuses. The next one, I decide if I was to upgrade anything that is not super weapon, that is not ultimate weapon, I would upgrade a landmine because I think that landmine is still great, even though I do not have enough attack. I can increase the radius. I can increase the decay, and ultimately speaking, those landmines are gonna become inner landmine, which is gonna be a game changing. Now, I have this issue. If I do train a landmine, am I if I do train those landmine, right? Am I gonna be wasting them? Because I do have a module, and I want to use that one for the shield. The plan module is to have landmine become inner landmine. Actually, pretty cool. Oh yeah. Like pistachio. Okay, focusing. Now, sword. Please remember that sword is completely no commentary. That is important to know. The sword is actually quite simple. I'm gonna still continue to do crystal factor, critical factor, to do Queen wave, Queen wave. That's not gonna change. The only that might change is right now we're having we're not really having a problem with the range. We're in tier 3. Now at tier 11, some people attacking my tower, they're not even on the map. That could be something, but for now I'm very happy with critical factor. Also, the cool thing with you need pistachio. The very cool thing with critical factor is you're literally watching the damage go up. If you had a doubt, you could do it. However, the kind of sad part is I would love to upgrade. No. The sad part is I would kind of love to upgrade, like, light speed shot. Should I get light speed shot? It's weird because I do like the way my shots work, shows up. Nobody know. Weirdly speaking, when you look at a bust, stats, weirdly speaking, on the shield, number 2 damage dealer is the projectile. I don't know why the dark hole doesn't do shit. I'll have to show you. Sorry if I'm eating. This was a stressful day. I think I'm going to be able to upload a couple of video over the weekend. Perfect. Okay. Should be good. Should be really, really good. I'm not going to be able to film until Tuesday. I'm going to be focusing on this because I cannot film. Good. It's super important. It is a 55 gig video. 58, sorry. I should possibly check out if it's there. See, I cannot tap. I cannot tap. Cannot tap the fucking screen. Dumb shit. I remember everything and how careless we could be. Okay. 58. $58, $28. Good. So yeah, for shield, I don't know. For shield, I don't know. I need to show you guys. Because shield, I don't. It's weird. Shield with shield, my biggest damage dealer should be lifesteal. No, sorry. Should be torn damage. and it should be Torn Dimension. It could be, yeah, Torn Dimension is the one. It should be Orbs also. Orbs is a good choice. An ultimate weapon, but not that much, not crazy. So I'm trying to get a boss to show you. And how careless we could be all day, all night. We were in love. We were just right. That is perfect. That is perfection. That is absolute perfection. Good. My apologies. Oh, I didn't even do the tire talk for the. I didn't even do the tire talk for the crown. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm a bit nervous today. Um, so the tire talk for the crown, it's funny. It's that is different. So it's you. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna. How can I put this? Well, I can press the. Oh, I can. Okay. Please. This is a little bit of a mixture. Good. So with the crown, it's actually fun. With the crown, what we're doing is most of the time you hear me talk about, oh yeah, the crown. It's kind of similar to the sword, right? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, dude, this is way too similar to the crown. There's some good stuff that's going on with the. Oops, my girl is texting me. I'm busy, dude. I love her. Oh, by the way, I have a new girlfriend, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Ink has a new girlfriend. It's been a while. So I didn't have a new one. But yeah, so the cool thing as I was checking my sword playthrough, and I was like, okay, I'm very inspired by that, right? And I mentioned this before. I mentioned this that I was kind of doing. You know what? Fuck it. Let's plan some things. I was kind of doing something that was really cool, and that something that was really cool was the fact that we were. How can I put this? The fact that we're doing something very cool was the fact that I was doing possibly the same thing. So Crown, when I started Crown, it was very attack. It was very attack. It was very attack. Then my second playthrough, my true second playthrough, was Shield. Right? Now my true second playthrough was Shield. My true second playthrough was supposed to be on the defense. So we're talking about health. We're talking about health regen. We're talking about a lot of things that are health related, mental health, physical health, a little prostate health, a little jokey. And yeah, so what ended up happening, right, was the fact that I discovered that there was more. Like for example, with my crown, right? With my crown, it took me so long until I think I was at tier 8 before I even upgraded the wall. When I upgraded the wall, it was night and day. It was night and day. So that's always positive. That's always fun, right? And it's really cool because it did make me happy that we had such a growth, but it did make me a bit not. I wouldn't say self-conscious. I would say nervous. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Can I be completely honest here? Can I rant a little bit? Even as a kid, right? Even as a kid, I'm a huge fan of RPG. I'm a huge fan of RPG. Huge fan. But I like RPG like Final Fantasy. I like RPG like Pokemon, where you learn the stats, right? Where you learn the stats and then you just have to go away. Well, no, not go away. I'm sorry. You have to go to yeah. You have to go further, and you get better Pokemon, right? And then when you get older and you realize that okay, stats are a big thing, right? But a game like Final Fantasy, my favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV, you have different classes. So you need, okay, well, I need this class, right? But then I'm seeing a lot of a newer RPG where you basically have to create that class yourself. And then you're like, holy shit, I didn't know that I had to create this class myself. I'm a bit fucked, right? So I like RPG. Even if you want me that guys to, you guys want me to be honest. You guys want me to fucking go there. I'll go there. Um, to me, and again, I'm a boomer. I'm 31 years old, right? So what happened is I I love this because I love this because when I was younger, uh, Silver was perfect. Silver was freaking perfect. I love perfect. I love Silver. See, now you can tell that I'm more listening to music, so it's different. It's like, how can I say this? It was perfect to me because there was a lot of new things involved, a lot of new things that were introduced. The graphics are very nostalgic. The song is very nostalgic. To me, this is a perfect game. But the reality is, the reason this is a perfect game is because I saw that they added nature, and I thought they added nature in Pokemon, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and I was like, dude, how come I'm picking the same starter Pokemon? He's starting the same thing, but he's much weaker. Oh, he's much stronger. I didn't understand how nature works, so to me that was kind of like a lame. So with the tower, although I love it, there's so many options, and I do like it because it does push me. The tower is such a perfect game where you're so relaxed, you're so relaxed until you're not relaxed because okay, well, I have a bunch of coin. I've been. If you look at my crown playthrough, I've been at certain tier for months and months and months and months and months. And although I'm not complaining, right? It's not the best. Um. So with the tower, I had to make a better effort. I had to make a bigger effort, and unlike your classical RPG, you have to put in the effort to really to think about what you're supposed to do, right? So I made more effort into okay, well, Golden Tower, I never upgraded them, and the second I upgraded them, it was a huge difference. It was a huge difference, like humongous. I stayed in tier one for the crown playthrough because I was getting more coin. I was getting more coin, and I could do it at work. But at the same time, this kind of like not necessarily ruined me, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. So we have that. We have this. Um, so when I started doing this, the sword, and the sword, I'll be completely honest, okay? So this is the time to be honest. I do prefer, I do prefer a more physical approach to the tower game. I do like it. It's just nice to see massive damage. It's not really stressful. There's kind of like a climax when you reach the higher wave, and all of the enemies are on your tower. I really like that. Really like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I do prefer not having to think about it. I do prefer the attack, and besides, when you're AFK, I think attack is better. I think attack is better because you're almost guaranteed. You're almost guaranteed. The best system in the tower for my shield also is Dead Defy, but Dead Defy isn't the best because most of the time it won't work. Versus it will work less time versus it will work more time. You understand? So with this word, I was trying some new stuff, and the crown in the weirdest way, the crown in the weirdest way. We have this playthrough where I should do a video about that. That actually could do some really good content. That would actually do some really good content. Okay, sorry about this, but I'm gonna have to repeat myself. So you can hate me, but that's life. That's what I want to do. That's what I decided to do. And I think it's a great idea, actually. And how careless we could be all day, all night. We were in love. Okay, now I can't even press button for to film. Thank you. Thank you. So now what you need to do, my hair's a mess, so let's change that. And let's open up the door because it's gonna be very warm for the phone. Dome Link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another show. We're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 18 January 25. I am sorry about the light. I cannot do nothing about it. Trust me, I tried. Actually, I can. That's not true. I can do something about it. I can very much do something about it. Oh, good. Good. So today we're doing a tower talk, right? The tower, my favorite game. So we're talking about the tower shield and the tower crown, and we're talking about the tower normal. So the problem is I already did this on the other phone, so you already have this recording, but I want to do a video face to face because I don't feel like I do it enough on the gaming channel, which is not a big problem, but still. So the pros that we're doing this video is going to talk about a lot about the crown playthrough. We're also going to talk about the shield and the sword. So let's finish with the sword, right? Because the sword is possibly the simplest and my favorite, and the crown is the most complicated, but also my favorite. The shield, I do like it, but the shield, okay, so let's put it like that way. The crown is my favorite playthrough because we put in so much work in it, right? The sword is also my favorite playthrough because the sword is a glass cannon. I think a glass cannon is very sexy. I think it's very attractive. I think when I'm playing a game, the glass cannon is most likely one of my favorite, if not my favorite type of style because, well, we'll get into it more when we talk about why we love the tower and the difficulty we've been having with the towers lately. So the sword, once again, we've been improving critical factor, been increasing gold, we've been increasing, two coins, 1 critical factor and 2 labs, right? The critical factor, I think, is, you see, that's what I'm going to talk about. So the sword, Ink, I had a really good day today. Well, my phone broke. This is the phone I broke. And yeah, so it's not a good day, but I had a good day. And so with the sword, what's kind of cool is we're focusing really on attack. And I think the crown, the biggest flaw and the biggest pro of the crown, which is my main playthrough, is that we can focus on attack and we can focus on defense, which is really, really good. However, it comes at a price where we're not really sure of what to do because there's so many choices, right? So with the sword, what is really cool is I can take risk when it comes to the factor of attack. So for example, with the crown, I am improving a lot chain lightning. The only reason I restarted to increase chain lightning in the main playthrough was because of this sword playthrough. Now, technically speaking, I'm not saying that chain lightning is not good, but the problem was I was playing a lot, and I was playing a lot of AFK. I was working the full day, streaming the full day. So the tower did take a step back. I'll be completely honest. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. However, it did take a step back. So what exactly happened was I'm like, okay, guess what? I'm gonna do the best I can with what I have, and my best I can was Smart Missile, because Smart Missile was something I knew. Smart Missile, I don't remember if Smart Missile or Golden Tower were my first ultimate weapon, but I knew them, so I did that. And then I saw Spotlight, and I saw how good it did. And then I saw Death Wave, and I saw how good it is because Death Wave was both physical and defense, right? Spotlight wasn't even in the card, to be honest. Spotlight was in the card when I stopped working, but it was always Death Wave, and I think maybe a little bit of a I don't know why I want to insist on the Spotlight. I think I saw the smart. I no, I think that's it. Listen, I've been playing with this for like a year and a half, so I don't remember. I think I saw the spotlight and the fact that you had smart missile. I was like, holy shit, that's kind of good. So I'm gonna increase my smart missile. So we came back to smart missile. So smart missile, death wave, smart missile, death wave. So yeah, so with the sword, I saw that chain lightning was actually pretty good, and I was like, okay, let's try it out, right? And the funny thing is, we're seeing how much damage we're doing on the shield with the poison swamp, but that's why we're going with the poison swamp on the crown. So the sword is this game where I have a lot more liberty when it comes to choosing and making choices that's on attack. Now, ultimately speaking, whenever you hear me talk about the tower, you constantly hear me talk about how similar this and this is, the crown and the sword is. And that's because not necessarily the tower isn't necessarily the same, but the playstyle is the same. The playstyle is the same. So with sword, then we're increasing critical factor. Would it be better to increase attack? Possibly. Would it be better to increase attack speed? Possibly. Would it be better to increase range? Absolutely. But with critical factor, it's something I never tried. And we'll see how good it is. And that's the worst case, the absolute worst case. It was the wrong choice. The absolute worst case, this playthrough will always be attack. So I'm going to do every single lab of the attack, right? And only then am I able to do some health lab. So yeah, it's a big difference, but at the same time, different. So yes, we have this, we have that, which is great. Now, next on the list, which is super cool, is the fact that we have in a sword, we have a little bit of a change. I feel like the relics, weirdly speaking, so the sword is actually special because the lab, not a lot of lab, I did count them. There's almost twice as much health lab than sword lab, but the sword lab, they're I wouldn't say they're better, but they're very good. So the problem that I have on the crown playthrough, once again, the crown playthrough, which is the father of the sword and the shield playthrough, right? It's a shame. It's a really big shame. It's a shame. The sword, which is the father, the crown, which is the father of the sword and shield. I'm using this a lot as an example. So with the sword, me increasing more attack, here I'm increasing more attack, and they're very similar. So I know that whatever I do, I am gonna increase this playthrough. And the sword in itself, it's not so complicated. Oh, it's just like glass cannon. And I was talking about it before. To me, like a glass cannon is very sexy, but that's what it is. And I don't know. There's a feeling that this is the sword. It's like, if I had to describe it, it would be like this, almost a sniper. I would almost go. I will go with any pistol, any weapon, any guns, because as long as you're shooting, you're good. But the second that you have to reload, you're in danger, right? So now we're finished with the sword. The sword, when itself, we did really see the, okay, I'm trying something here, I'm getting this. I'm trying something here, I'm getting this. Something was good here, I'm trying this. Now we're going to the sword, the shield, and the shield Quran. We've been reading that lately. It's really interesting. Not Muslim myself, but I think it's really interesting. So the shield in itself is starting to get really interesting. What I was trying to say, which is, again, I'm not meaning to be a dick, but I think the crown be my favorite playthrough. When I look at a playthrough, I look at the crown because I'm going to see bigger damage. I'm going to see more ultimate weapon. There's more going on. However, I do think that the sword would be my second favorite. The sword is very interesting in the fact that it's a lot more risk. You once again, you're doing good. The other seconds they're attacking your health, and it doesn't take a lot of time, right? For the crown, just health regen took me so long to realize that this could be good. And the problem with the crown was I increased the health, but I didn't increase health regen. So the health was like there, and the health regen was like this. I was like, this is no good. No. This is because it's here. Usually you do together, or even you're doing a little bit more health, and but there's less of a distance, and that's the problem. It's not necessarily the increase, but it's the distance in between. Now we have the shield. The shield is actually really interesting right now. I did say the crown is my favorite to watch. The sword will possibly be my favorite. The shield, I don't think the shield is boring, but I do feel like the shield is more AFK so. the shield is more AFK. Now, ultimately speaking, the shield suffer from a great flaw. And it's weird because there's period of time where I prefer the shield. There's period of time where I prefer the sword. There's period of time where I prefer the shield. The crown, guaranteed. The two non-guaranteed are these two, right? The shield, the problem we have is I'll be okay, I'll be fine. Until I'm not, and when I'm not, there's no way of doing this. There's no way. Sword costs, attack upgrade costs a lot more, so you're kind of fucked, right? And what you're gonna do, you're gonna increase your stats, you're gonna increase health regen or health. You already increase them, it's not gonna change a lot. So you have to do a sword. Sword would be more so a in-game increase. So in-game attack damage, in-game whatever we need to do. Sword would be more in the lab. I feel like there's more lab to it. However, something really cool happened. There was a mission, this event, where the mission was saying, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, blah, blah, blah. And why that mission was so cool was because that mission was to buy module. And we never had a mission to buy module. So I was forced to buy module for these two. And I can honestly say that we found the perfect module for this one. The sword module for health is a bit harder. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there, but the shield module is gonna be landmine. Okay, so there's a 50% chance in epic that it's gonna be the landmine is gonna transform into a inner landmine, which is a lot stronger. We have inner landmine almost maxed out. I think I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I'm pretty sure my inner rotation. Okay, so no, never mind. Inner mine blast radius and inner mine rotation peak speed are pretty good though, pretty freaking good. So we'll do this. But that would be the dream, right? That would be the dream. So the shield is actually going really well because some of the artifacts that we got this week were health and health regen, but the shield is a slow increment. It's building a building versus sending an army. You send an army, they fight a war, they come back the same night. Most of them are missing, but some of them are coming back. The shield's like, no, we're gonna build a fortress, and people are attacking the fortress, but the fortress is staying. There's no people are gonna be repairing. That's more repairing or more maintaining the wall. And it's funny. It's really funny because, if I'm being completely honest, the tower was such a great game, but I don't know why. I've listened to Attack on Titans, and for some reason the tower reminds me of the tower of the Mount, the wall of Rose, the wall Rosa, the walls, and it really feels that way, and that's the wall where Titan cannot come in, but when they come in, we fuck up everything, right? They don't have a mode of defense. Is Inner Landmine my favorite? No, but there's pros to it. There's really big pros to it. Now I don't know what I should do with Shield. So in a perfect world with shield, what we're doing inner landmine, because inner landmine are defense. Now inner landmine serve a very very specific purpose. As I was talking about the crown, and the crown we did put in a card that it's landmine stun, something like that. And the great thing here is you're in a position where you're like, okay, whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen, but I'm gonna have some landmine to stun them. And ultimately, this is the goal here. This is the goal in Shield. It's complicated. It's really really complicated. So there's a lot of story that we're gonna talk about tonight. We're gonna have time tonight. It's gonna be fun. I think what I'm gonna do actually is I have a little bit of a something to drink, and I'll be right back. Right? That's a good idea. That's not a good idea at all, but that's what we choose to do. Okay, so this is very dumb. Let's talk about inner landmine. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna try to remember that. I need something to drink and I want an energy drink. I'm addicted. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. You guys are doing well. Sorry, we were playing the tower and the screen was lagging for some reason. You guys are doing well because I'm having a fantastic day on this 18 January 2025. Today we helped my father install Gproc, and I have a bad news. It's not a big bad news. Trust me, it's not a big bad news. Holy shit. Okay. We lost. That is not good. That is not good. So, the fun fact is, we went to the store. We were installing Gproc, And my phone, if I don't know if you can see it, but it's completely fucked. The whole thing here completely fucked. So when I film video now, I don't have to, but I feel like I want to. I feel like I like that. Um, knowing that knowing that I have a game in the background. I was doing a live stream yesterday, and everybody was like, "Yo, why'd you have a game?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna be here in front of you guys for 2 hours. I can film for 2 hours a game, and I feel like I would prefer." Oh, okay. Again, we lost. I'm so sorry, guys. We're playing a tournament at the tower, and holy shit, all three of them lost. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Never mind. 11%. Okay, that's not good. Good. Okay, perfect. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I am so sorry. What are you doing? Why do you have two free? I don't understand, but okay. 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 What am I doing with the pencil? See, it's a mess. I am so sorry, guys. Okay, good. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, I like having a game in the background. I don't need to, but I like to. Because I like to, in the perfect world, I would like to film with a game in the background. Now, the video that I have, I always plan them. I already plan them. But if I can, I would preferably film in the background. So, I called my guy for the phone. He's gonna have the piece on Monday. I'm gonna be able to repair it on Monday. Now, the problem with that is I would not do that many videos till Monday and then come full force back on Monday. Now, the great news with that is on Monday, I'm gonna have a shit ton of video free. The great news with that is we do have already some videos that were filmed and not uploaded yet. So we do have some content. Never mind, don't worry. It's just because I think it's better. I think it's better to, yeah, I actually think it's better to do two things at once. I would feel bad. See right now how hard it is to focus, and because we're doing three, and the three of them they shot at the same time, right? But I wouldn't be filming this video if I wasn't doing something in the background. Now I know what you're saying, Ink. Aren't you playing the three games here? Yeah, but those games are for streaming. They're not for filming video. So there'll be less content until Monday. Now it's not a problem. I'm not giving up. It's just a preference. It's people. People prefer to film in a certain spot. People prefer to post at a certain hour. I got used to filming with something in the background. I got used to doing more than one thing at once. I got used to taking this one, right, this one, uploading every single video on it, taking this one, playing a video game, and taking this one to film. That's a habit that I have. It's not the best habit, but it's a habit. And I feel like it's your way of working, and you make mistakes, you trial and error, right? If it's not a mistake, it's not a mistake. But if it is a mistake, I want myself to learn. And oops, sorry, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I can tell that. So we'll see. So don't worry, everything is okay. But yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. I remember everything. All day, all night. We were in love. We were alright. Don't blink. Here's your boy Ink. Let's take a picture. Because we're vain as fuck. Yeah, no game in the background, which is weird. But we have my two games here. So don't worry. Be happy. We have a great video coming up today. Really good video. Where we're talking about marketing. And I've been... This is the fourth video. The Quran. I've been reading that tonight, which is really... I'm really interested in the Quran. I'm not going Muslim. I'm not revert, as they say, but it's nice to have a open mind, and I think that's really important. So today the video that we're doing is we're really doing something that's important. I've been on a kick of making videos about energy drinks, but that are not taste tests. So this is actually episode number 4 of this playlist. Now I'm going to repeat what I'm doing. It's super simple. The reason why we're doing it is because super simple, but I have to find it. The reason why we're doing it is because we're known for drinking energy drink. I've been drinking them for years. They're possibly the amount of videos that I did the most tasting food or properly energy drink. I feel like they were part of my daily routine for a while. I feel like they were very for a long ass time they were part of my routine. I feel like I overused them. I was drinking 2 a days. I feel like they were my Coca-Cola, my Pepsi, and yeah, I feel that way. Because I feel that way. It's a shame because it's a shame because like I almost feel guilty about drinking them because yes, I'm fat. Yes, my health is not good, and when your health is not good, you start to find reason as to why, and you eat junk food and you eat junk food, and then you manage to stop junk food. You manage to stop. We haven't had junk food in 3 days. So you stop junk food and you're like, holy shit, that's something good. But then you realize that you're still not healthy and the body needs that time to get healthy. But then you're drinking this energy drink because you're addicted. I'll be honest, I'm addicted. I'm not here to lie to you guys. I'm addicted. I could be doing drugs. I'm doing energy drinks. And with this one, right? I'm gonna be drinking this one, and I'm gonna feel the whole night like, oh, maybe the reason I'm not healthy because I'm doing energy drinks. So there's kind of like this love-hate relationship right now going on with food, right? Which again, I don't know if I should share this, but I'm gonna share it anyway because I don't give a fuck. It was like as much as we're playing the tower twice. And the cool thing about this video is we did 3 videos before. So the first video was like, hey, you know the flavor? Because you know the flavor, you're not gonna try it. The second one was the opposite. Oh, I don't like the brand, and because I don't like the brand, I'm not gonna taste it. And then there's a third flavor where we're saying that this was probably the best flavor they had, that I wouldn't try. So the best flavor that we had, that we didn't try, was very quick recap. Was Dream Cycle? No, not Dream Cycle. Sorry, it was strawberry. Ultra Strawberry Dreams, which is this one. And I was like, yo, I never would have tried this, but I'm happy I did because it's my favorite of the Ultra. Now, the Bang Energy, I had heard a lot of bad things about the company, so that's why I was a bit more reticent or a bit more hesitating in drinking Bang Energy. And then we had a Monster, which was Orange Dream Cycle, which was the first video. Orange Dream Cycle, I don't like Dream Cycle, but I tasted it and it was really good, and it's one of my favorite today. Now, today we're making a 4th video on energy drink, and we're talking about the branding and the marketing. So this one is definitely a problem. This one is possibly listen, I love Monster, right? So we're talking about marketing, and we're really gonna go in marketing. But I think it's so stupid because I have been drinking Monster for 10 years, and I want you to understand something. I do say that I've been drinking energy drink for 10 years, and 90 to 95% of those energy drinks have been Monster. They were my brand. My brand, why? For a very simple reason. They come in, they have a large amount of variety. They come in, they have a delicious taste. They come in, I have maybe 2 or 3 product out of 20, 30 product that I do not like. That's less than 10%. Okay? I know my values, and I love them. So what we do is we start having the same one and the same one and the same one. Then you're like a little bit like, you know what? I want to try something else. Okay, I want to try something else. Okay, no problem. And then you trade it. This, to me, this is the dumbest. And I do mean this with respect, but I do mean this with disrespect. This is the dumbest can. I don't have the other one, but there's another can called Chaos. And when you look at Chaos, right, it's the same exact shit. The design is the same color, right? The little butterfly, there's not there, but it's very akin. And this is how you don't market your product. You're not going to take out a product and do twice. You're seeing this with Cheetos. They're also doing that. Cheetos will do Ultra Fire and will do Ultra Fire. But Ultra Fire is the same color as the Ultra Fire. Like, what are you guys doing? So the branding here is important. Monster has a really good branding. They take the time to do a definition on every single video, on every single can, or a different flavor, which I do really appreciate. I really do appreciate. But at the same time, it's a bit of a I wouldn't say problem per se. Oh shit, battery is low. Battery is extremely low. Okay, give me a sec. Not a big deal. Yeah. No, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah. Oh, and for people that says, "Oh, Ink, why don't you pause video when you leave?" Fuck you. Okay. It's a couple seconds to get used to it. Fuck you. Stop demanding shit from free content creator. Please, thank you. So them being the same color, I never would have tried it. I swear to God, I had butterfly, which is this one, papillon, butterfly in English, and I didn't like it. Because I didn't like it, I came across chaos, and I didn't try chaos because I'm like, oh, this is butterfly, I don't like it. And chaos is my favorite. Chaos is my favorite. So we're gonna be trying out the butterfly monster together. And yeah, I don't remember the last time I tried it. I don't remember. It's been a while. This is not my favorite. I'm telling you right now. But at the same time, so I know what you're saying. Ink, why are you trying a product that you don't like? If you know that the product you don't gonna like, you're purposefully choosing product that you don't like, and you're purposefully gonna give a bad note, a bad grade. I don't agree. Because it's a product that I haven't drank a lot, this product is a product I do not know. In my life, I possibly had 4 or 5 cans. I know what you're saying. That's a lot, Ink. No, it's not a lot. Because the original Monster, I had over 300 cans of them. The Ultra Monster, we had over 500 cans. And yeah, so that's not a lot. So we're going to go with the description. There's this theory that something as small as the inquintessential as the flapping of a butterfly wings can be the trigger that result in a hurricane. Monster Papillon, name for the humble butterfly, as a light, subtle flavor with hints of peach and nectarine. You could say it delicate and not too overpowering, but get ready to experience your own butterfly effect, as Papillon is a full load of the legendary Monster Energy blend. See, to me, this description is actually pretty good. It's actually really, really nice. I would have to say that I have a little bit of a problem because I do like the butterfly effect. It's something that I like. We did mention this when I previously reviewed this. I do think it's badass. I do think it's well. I do think it's badass. I do think that it's actually really good. When you think about it, fuck. There's pros and cons. When you think about it in itself, you think it's really cool because you're like, holy shit, guess what? I'm talking about the butterfly effect. I was drinking this can and actually learned something. And when you look at the butterfly effect, is the snowball effect, is the chaos theory. There's a lot of things that comes into the butterfly effect. It's really, really, really important. And I do like that a lot. And the reason why I do like that a lot is because I do feel like I want to be surprised. When I was a kid, and again, we're going far into the unknown. But when I was a kid, I used to read cereal boxes. Mostly out of boredom, absolutely. Boredom was the reason we read box of cereal, don't get me wrong. But it was also a little bit of there that was curious. And companies knew that kids were going to be reading the box. So they put in behind, they're putting the games, putting in some things. And the parents were like, yo, I'm going to buy this to my kid and they'll have a surprise. So really cool. Without further ado, Papillon, Monster Papillon, let's freaking go. 200 calories, the can. That's not for the diet enjoyer over here. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. You do get the peach and nectarine together. You do get that. We did a review of Storm, which is Ring, which is an energy drink, and there was peach and nectarine. Storm has a really good recipe for that. Storm has a really good recipe for that, but has a really bad recipe for that at the same time. You do taste the... Oh, I'm so sorry. Holy shit. With the butterfly effect, I don't know... With the butterfly, I'm going to finish what I was saying. The butterfly effect, I don't know how this changed the can. I don't know how this is any consequential to the can. I'm like, dude, that's cool, but why are you telling me this, right? It's like somebody telling you, hey, I'll teach you the secret of immortal life. Like, yeah, but I'm watching a movie right now. It's a dumb thing to say, but it's the truth. So Ring does have a peach and nectarine flavor. which is really good. I really like it. But as a content creator, when I was doing a review, it's really hard to review because the peach in itself, the peach and nectarine, they taste kind of similarly in the sense of they're both sweet, they're both bitter. Similarly in the sense that they both have the same flesh. Now you're not chasing the flesh here. You're right, but the flavor will remind your brain of this texture of a peach, of the texture of a nectarine, and because your brain remember the texture of those fruits, it will stimulate your tasting experience with those texture. It's like there's people where you're gonna blindfold the eyes. It's more like a sexual game, if you ask me, but you're gonna blindfold the eyes and they're gonna make you taste the product. So there's two things that works. So the first thing that you do is you taste the food. Okay, I know this food, and you look at the texture. Or they're gonna put you in a dark room. They say black room, and I don't think it exists. A dark room, and they're gonna put your hand in a plate, and you're gonna say, "What is this?" And you're like, I fucking don't know, right? Na zdrowia. The flavor here is nice. I do prefer the Rainstorm peach and nectarine. I feel like the Rainstorm, it's more so okay, blend peach nectarine. Here it's more so blend sugar and peach and nectarine. So because you're not able to differentiate, you're already not able to differentiate the peach and nectarine. You don't even get the full experience, and now you're thrown into the water. You're thrown into the water of, well, listen. I know that you didn't like it, but we're gonna put sugar to see that you like it. So it's not great. I'm not tasting I'm tasting the peach. I'm tasting the nectarine. However, I'm not making a difference in the taste. Quite sweet. It's good. I do like it. I think it's good. But at the same time, I wanted something a bit more. And I feel like this is another mistake with branding. And I'm not I'm not beating a dead horse. I'm not saying Monsters is a company that doesn't know how to market. I think they know how to market. But this one is just a fail. So you're giving me something with a very similar design to another can, and you're giving me this description of something that is incredibly important, like the butterfly effect. If you saw a movie with Ashton Kutcher, which I talked about in my last video, it's really important. The butterfly effect is devastating, right? So the true butterfly effect is a simple flap of the wing of a butterfly will create a storm elsewhere, which is, I don't know if it's possible, but it could be. So you give me such a legendary description. You're hyping the product up, and when you're hyping the product up, the expectations are high. But then you let me down slowly, and down, let me down, let me down, let me down, and then you're disappointed. Not because the product isn't good, but because you had expectation. That's my review. So thank you guys for watching. I love y'all. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. I have to do the other one. Good. I'm hoping at least 50%. If the world was then, no. 7%. Shit. Welcome to part 2 of our Tire Talk. I'm so sorry. I usually do drinks before, but I didn't think about it. So we're gonna do it super quickly because we have 6 minutes left on the recording. I'll talk about the shield and the landmine. The shield, the ultimate thing is, I want to have a it's funny. It's funny. I want to have I want to have the time to recover my health, but also I want time for my inner landmine, which is the main piece of this to recover, right? So I got chronofield. I wanted to chronofield to recover. I have inner landmine that has time to recover. I have my black hole that has time to recover. I need to game time. Plus, the less enemy that attack at the same time, the more I can endure. So it's not so much about an army that is attacking me. It's about the movie 300 with the corridor. Attack me in small numbers, I'll survive. Attack me in larger numbers, I'll have a hard time. The problem with this playthrough is if you attack me in a large number, I don't have a way to destroy you. So we were trying to upgrade landmine. However, if they upgrade into inner landmine thanks to the module, is it worthless or is it worth something? And I'll be honest, I don't know. I have no clue. But that's it for the shield. Again, right now, not my favorite playthrough, but still very, very fun. The crown is complicated because, but it's really good too. We're upgrading my landmine because I realize how good landmines are with the stun. It's not about the damage we're doing. It's about the fact that we're able to gain some time. I have more health here. I have more health regen here than on here. However, the crown still has legit health. The crown spent months working on the wall health, on the wall regen, right? So although I do have more health on another playthrough, right, I'm still a measure to survive a shit ton of time, which is a good thing. Now, with the crown, we're having a problem. So I was talking about before about how I grew up loving RPGs, right? I think the biggest flaw of the towers is biggest plus. RPG I was playing was Final Fantasy. I was playing a lot of games that were simply 5% batteries. Shit. We're simply okay. Play the game, level up, you'll be able. So the crown is a place where I'm gonna do the more mistake. It's a place where my ADHD comes in, right? It's a place where my ADHD comes in, and I'm like, do I upgrade this? Do I upgrade this? Oh, I could upgrade this without finishing the first upgrades. So a bunch of little upgrades everywhere. However, for the first time ever, instead of getting inspired by the sword and how the sword is doing, we're getting inspired by the shield itself. So we're increasing our inner landmine because I think it's fun. Because I think the damage I could do, the stun I could do, it's a win-win. I was a fan of Death Wave because it was offensive and defensive. With the landmine, they're also defensive and offensive. Stun and destroy, which is really good because I could use both right now. I could really use both. So the crown, weirdly speaking, I'm going to end the video on here because we're at 5%. It's my favorite playthrough right now for a very, very simple reason. Why? Because I thought the crown was going to be the leader to Sword and Shield. I really thought so. Really, really thought so. But I'm realizing that no, it's the opposite. I'm experimenting with those two, and we're feeding this one. And that's where I'm gonna stop the video. So I'm very excited for the crown. The sword is going really well. It's a glass cannon. The shield is going also well, but a bit more interesting in complete destruction versus complete protection. Yeah, I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, and this is the classic and perfect representation of Exoldus, which was a card with the highest defense, a 4,000 defense, or even Labyrinth Wall. And Labyrinth Wall will have 3,000 defense. There was a card which was Armor Shield, where you trade your defense and your attack, right? And I would use it even though I knew the next turn I was gonna get destroyed. I think that this is it. The sword, the crown. See, the sword right now is more interesting, but the crown, we're learning a lot from the two playthroughs. So cannot wait to see where it goes. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, open. Good. And no, okay, perfect. 4%. Nice. Oh, shit. Okay, now I'm gonna have to